Queen welcomes Meghan. How royal pictures show Harry's fiancée has made it in the clan. Framed photographs of the Queen's grandson Prince Harry and his American fiancée Ms Markle sat on her desk as she gave her annual TV address to the nation and the Commonwealth. She had images of her great-grandson Prince George and Princess Charlotte also on show and spoke about the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's new child, which is due to be born in April 2018. The monarch also had 2 photographs of her and her husband of 70 years, the Duke of Edinburgh, at their wedding ceremony, along with her son Prince Charles and his wife Camilla. Her Majesty gave the speech in the 1844 room on Monday, and she made sure that she was surrounded by images of the people that she loved the most. One frame featured the last official photograph of the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cambridge, at her 70th birthday celebrations. And the images of the Queen and her husband were one black and white image from their 1947 wedding and a color photograph released to make their 70th wedding anniversary this year taken by Chris Jackson. The image of her great-grandson George was released on July 22, to mark his 4th birthday. And the photo beside that of Princess Charlotte, was taken by her mum Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, to mark her 2nd birthday on May 2. The Queen, seated at a desk in her study, used the speech to praise Manchester, hit by a suicide bomber in May, and London, which endured attacks on Parliament, London Bridge and other landmarks. She paid tribute to the way London and Manchester pulled together after extremist terrorist attacks earlier this year. The brief speech was broadcast on Christmas Day in the 51 other Commonwealth countries. She said the city's powerful identities shone through over the past 12 months in the face of appalling attacks. The Queen said it was her privilege to visit young survivors of the attack on a Manchester concert hall as they were recovering from the blast which claimed 22 lives. She also praised her husband, Philip, who retired this year from most public duties at the age of 96. She lauded him for his support and unique sense of humor. The Queen and Philip are spending the holidays at their country estate in Sandringham. But it is the positioning of the U.S. actress which is most important. This is the first Christmas that Ms Markle has joined the family. And she has already made her mark on the royals. The Queen bucked tradition by inviting her to spend time at Sandringham with Harry and other, more senior royals, something Kate was only allowed to do after she married Prince William. The American also attended the Christmas Day church service as a crowd of local residents gathered to catch a glimpse of the newest member of the famous family. The royal family had a private lunch scheduled after the church service, with turkey reared on the estate featured on the menu. Ms Markle smiled and waved to crowds during a meet and greet in her first public appearance with the Queen. She and Harry stopped to talk with several locals on their way back to the Queen's residence. Judith Wallace talked briefly with the couple. She said, "She was very, very lovely." The Queen was joined by her husband, Prince Philip, and close family members including grandson Prince William and his wife, Kate, who is expected to give birth to the couple's 3rd child in the spring. Elizabeth, 91, and Philip, 96, missed last year's church service because they had the flu, but they seemed in good health during Monday's brief appearance. Philip walked back to the Queen's house with other royals, but Elizabeth opted to be driven. She and Prince Charles' wife, Camilla, rode to and from the service in a chauffeured Bentley with a horse-themed hood ornament, perhaps chosen by the Queen, who loves horses and horse racing. Prince Harry and Meghan first met on a blind date set up by pals in London in 2016, will tie the knot on Saturday, May 19, 2018, at St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle.